What's going on, y'all? You're now watching the greatest channel that has ever existed. My name is 𝘰𝘰𝘯𝘵, and I truly appreciate you guys for being here with me. So today we're going to do a little demo. We haven't talked about PulseX in a while. We haven't played around with PulseX in a long time. And now that the V4 testnet of Pulsechain and PulseX is out, let me give you a little demo of how you can trade, of how you can buy tokens, of how you can do many things, because PulseX is going to be pretty much the Pulsechain version of Uniswap, where you can exchange one coin for another and you can provide liquidity and different things like that. So I'm going to do a demo for you guys where you can play around with it right now. And so you can be ready when Pulsechain finally comes out by July of this year, maybe. But let's see. So, but before I get into that, let me get some of the comments from my subscribers. Actually, this last weekend, there was a Xen conference in New York. I live in DC, but there's a Xen conference in New York. So I went there. I had like a couple other things I had to do, but I also went there for the Xen conference. It was a really good time. Here's some pictures from one of the conferences. Yeah, so it was a good time. So yeah. And yeah, that was a good conference. We should definitely do it again. So the first comment that I have is from Traveler04. He says, great job. He says, get a job. And then I responded, never. This is my job from now on. Yes, I been doing this for a little bit now, and I'm getting a lot of subscribers. I really appreciate you guys. I really appreciate you guys telling your friends and family to also subscribe. So I'm growing my numbers. I'm doing this. This is a good time. It's not my 9 to 5, but you know, it soon come. Crypto Monster said, this is the stuff of legends. Let's go. Xen to 1 cent. Yes, this is the interview that I did with Jack Levin. Thanks again to Jack Levin. It was a really good interview. Go up there to watch it. It's on my main page too. And actually, this says Xen to 0.01 cent. Yeah, and even if it's 1/100th of a penny, that's still a huge increase. That's like an increase of maybe, 300x from here? Something like that. So it's still a massive increase. Next, we have another comment that says, let's fucking go. Xen all the way to the moon. Yes, really appreciate that. Xenheads NFT. Xenheads NFT is actually a NFT channel. NFT system that allows you to create NFTs on the Xen network. Okay, I might do a video with them in the future, or about explaining them in the future if I have some time. Next, we have 𝘰𝘰𝘯𝘦 that says best cross-chain decentralized exchange swap ever. Thanks. Yes, this is for PulseX. Look up here. I did a video for PulseX where you can exchange tokens that's on the Binance chain with tokens that's on the Ethereum chain, with then tokens that's on the Matic or the Polygon chain, all in one fell swoop, all in one swap. Very convenient, very easy. Genius idea. So go play around with it if you have time. Next, we have a comment from 𝘊𝘰𝘯𝘕𝘰𝘯𝘦. I think that's how you say. You can't do it on Polygon to pay cheaper gas fees. And then 𝘕𝘰𝘯𝘕𝘰𝘯𝘕 responded to him and said, it is way less valuable than Ethereum. Therefore, if you mint on Polygon or Binance, you will receive less value. Yes, less value in US dollar terms, yes. But you can make bigger gains on other chains, such as Matic, such as Polygon, such as AVAX. I heard AVAX has the biggest increase recently in all the chains, where you can do the Xen exchanges, of course, where you can mint Xen tokens. And then finally, we have a comment that says, Xen is changing my whole strategy. I'm nearly going all in on Xen ecosystem and forgetting about other chains. Everything is different with Xen. There isn't another project like it. Yes, and I'm actually kind of guilty myself. I've gone heavily into Xen. I've actually had to pull back a little bit, but I would say that like 80 to 90% of my crypto is somehow in the Xen ecosystem. I'm probably going to reduce it as time goes on, become more diversified. But I want to get into Xen as much as possible right now. And then, diversify afterwards. Anyways, so let's get into how we can exchange tokens on PulseX. And what is PulseX in the first place? Okay, so the first thing I want you to do is go to PulseX.com. And when you go to PulseX.com, you're going to see that right here it says testnet v4 PulseX is here. Okay, so the V4 version of testnet is here. The V4 version of the testnet for Pulsechain is also here. So come around and play with it. So let's just do a quick explainer. PulseX is a website where you can exchange one token for another. So right now there's a thing called the PulseX token. You can trade that for the Pulsechain token, and then you can also trade it for the incentive token, and then you can also trade it for the Hex token. These are all tokens that's going to be on the Pulsechain ecosystem. And on top of that, every other ERC20 token is also going to be on the Pulsechain ecosystem, and you'll be able to exchange them on the PulseX network. Okay, so what will PulseX be worth? We don't know what PulseX is going to be worth right now. How many PulseX will there be? The supply of PulseX will be determined by the total USD value that will be sacrificed. All PulseX will be minted to sacrificers. Because about $1 billion worth of PulseX was given to the system, and you get 10,000 PulseX points for every $1 US dollar that you give. The estimation is that it's going to be around 10 trillion PulseX tokens, but that's not 100% certain because there was an early adopter curve. There was also a curve where you get bonus for the more amount of PulseX that you put in. So different aspects like that, but just in general, we're going to receive about 10 trillion PulseX tokens at the beginning, and then of course they're going to be burned as we do exchanges. I still have questions. Where can I talk about PulseX? You can hit up the PulseX chat, which I believe is a Telegram. Yes. Okay, so it's a PulseX Telegram. Join it over there. Do stuff like that. So the first thing that you want to do is that you want to go to pulsex.com. You want to click this right here where it says testnet v4 PulseX. Right now, you can try it. You click on it, and there you go. It will load. Your MetaMask will pop up for you if you haven't done this yet, and then it's going to show your balance. And right now, we don't have any PulseX, and we don't have any Pulsechain. In fact, all I have is just some remnants of Ethereum in my wallet. And if you have small amounts of Ethereum, they're automatically translated into Pulsechain, and that's why I have 0.002 Pulsechain in my account. And this is worth about, I don't know, maybe 3 cents, 4 cents, something like that. So if you don't have any Pulsechain in your account, what you do is you go to this website. You can Google it yourself, but the fastest way to do it is to go to faucet.v4.pulsenet.pulsechain.com, and you can see it displaying right here. And then you can click request. Okay, so it's going to ask to connect to your MetaMask. So it's going to connect to my MetaMask that ends in C815. And then you see right here, C815 is the ending. Then I click request. And then it's going to send about 10 Pulsechain to my account. It's going to take about less than 30 seconds. And there you can see I received 10 Pulsechain tokens. Okay, so now I have 10 Pulsechain tokens. And I come here and now I can exchange it for PulseX tokens, or I can exchange it for incentive tokens. In fact, let's see how much one incentive token is worth. Oh, incentive tokens are very expensive, actually. My PulseX now is worth about 2 cents here. And one Pulsechain is worth about 8 cents, okay? So incentive token, let's see how much it's worth. One incentive token is worth about $9,795. Wow. Okay, so but these are all testnet tokens. These are not what it's actually worth. These are just, guesses of what we can do. But yeah, we can just see, what it's worth. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to trade away one Pulsechain token and then get about 3.87 PulseX tokens, right? So I just type in one right here. Type in one Pulsechain token. I click swap. It shows me that my PulseX price is 0.258 Pulsechain. I have a liquidity fee that I have to pay to the liquidity providers of 0.0086. And then the minimum received after slippage is about 3.86 PulseX tokens, okay? And you can see that it just updated. The price is constantly fluctuating. So I accept this new updated price, and then I click confirm swap. And then it pops up here in my MetaMask. I'm going to do, about 30 seconds. Click confirm. And it's going to happen faster than 30 seconds, thankfully, because not that many people are on the system. And also, things normally don't take 30 seconds to begin with. Here's an option where you can add PulseX to your chain, but I already have PulseX. Oh, actually, let me add PulseX to it. There you go. So I'm going to add the token for PulseX there. And now you can see it's in my MetaMask, right? So I have the 10 Pulsechain tokens, and now I receive... it hasn't completed the PulseX transaction yet, but it's going to show up soon. I have some PulseX. Yeah, so it takes a little bit of time to show up, but the PulseX tokens are there, and the Pulsechain tokens has reduced by about 1. Okay, and I can do the same thing for PulseX. I can do the same thing for even a mock DAI, right? So this is a mock DAI token. So DAI token is worth about $1. So it's saying that that Pulsechain gives you one Pulsechain is about 8 cents, okay? 8.7 cents for one Pulsechain. That's way too high. When Pulsechain comes out, it is definitely not going to be about 8.6 cents. No, it's probably going to be maybe an eighth of a penny or 1/100th of a penny, okay? But it's not going to be this high, not for at least the first couple of months. And I'm telling you this because I thank you, I love you, I appreciate you. Let's get this money.